Hello everyone, welcome back to my home. This is Charlotte. How are you today? And are you ready to have some fun? We are going to be using napkins and doing some decoupage or collage page, whichever it is that you have that you want to do. It's one of those things we didn't get into napkins, I don't think, hardly at all last year. So pull it out. We're going to change it up and try to start using things this year that we didn't do much of last year. If you remember, I had shared with you, I had gone to Hobby Lobby and I had picked up, I've got a lot of these, a lot of these wooden tags. And so we need to do something with them. They were on sale, I believe, 70% off. This was after Christmas, so they were $3.99 for 10, 70% off. So now I've got these, and you don't have to have wooden tags. You can have paper. You can have chipboard, whatever you have that you want to make tags with. Pull that out, and we are going to be collaging. So I'm really looking forward to using some napkins. And for those of you that don't have napkins, but maybe you've got collage paper from Tim Holtz. I didn't use, I don't think, any of this last year. So I've got this one here if we want to use some of that. And then I've got this one here. This is called Typeset. So it's pretty cool. And then I have these two. This one, I think I may have gotten into at some point, topography. This one, I don't think I ever did. This is called Botanical. So I don't know that I'm going to be using those because I did pull out my napkins. So here is a napkin y'all are probably pretty familiar with. Now I did wax these. This has the gold wax, the embellishing wax from a maker studio, and it looks like this. Hard to get. I'm trying to get more, and I'm on a waiting list. So, yeah. But isn't this cool? You can use both sides. It's a tag that is just a tag. You're not going to write on this. It would make a cute bookmark. And then there's this one. Now you have seen me. There's gold wax on this as well. Can you see that sheen? Isn't that so pretty? I did distress all the edges with Vintage Photo. Put a stamp on here from, I believe this is 49 and Market. I got it from this. Yeah, washi tape postage stamp, 49 and Market. This is tissue paper, and I got it off of Amazon, at least 3 years ago, guys. If you go into Amazon and you put in vintage tissue paper, this should come up. I have so much of this in my entire lifetime. I will never use it all. I can't remember what the price was, but it was not expensive. So that's what I used for here. I put a little label, and then that's a Tim Holtz Rub-On Legacy, and then I used a paper doll. I've got a lot of paper dolls, rarely used those last year either. So it's this year we're gonna use up our stuff. This one, this is a napkin. Y'all probably remember this. This has, I believe, copper embellishing wax that looks like this. And this is also from a maker studio. So that is the back side. This is the front. And then I added a little gypsy bell and some beads. If you want to be able to write on your tags, and I did put Collage Page on top of this. And if you don't have Collage Page, you want to use Mod Podge, you could use PVA glue, you can use the Tim Holtz Collage Medium, whatever you have, over your napkin to use is probably going to prevent you from writing anything. So if you want to be able to write, you're not going to want to put anything over this, or you may want to put copy paper or coffee tea dyed paper over your tag. But I wanted my tags to be like this, and so that's what we are going to do. So let's get started. They come with this jute on them, and I don't care for this, so I am cutting the jute off. Just not one of my favorite things to use on a tag. I prefer, sorry, I'm just trying to grab something to put this on. I just really prefer using trims, and my trims come from a shop in a bag like this. A fantastic assortment from, I think it's Junk Journal Sisters. And if I remember that on Etsy, I will link it in the description box, but I'm pretty sure Junk Journal Sisters. And I mean, where else are you ever going to find? I think this was under $10. It may have been $6.99, but you get, the variety is outstanding and they're fabulous. So what you're going to need if you're going to do tags like I have created, you're going to need some type of Collage Podge or Mod Podge, like I had mentioned before. I'm using a glue stick to get the napkins down, so you're going to need a napkin. You're going to need a paintbrush and a sanding block. Oh, and a pair of, sorry, can't even think of what you call. I can't remember what the heck are they? That's just ridiculous, Charlotte. Okay, and some Scotch tape if you're using napkins. If you're using Collage Podge, you don't need that. So what I do is, this is 3-ply, this napkin, and I want to make one out of this napkin. So I just put tape and pull it. It's the best way. Crafty Irina is the one I learned that little trick from. And pretty sure this is, yep, 3-ply. We want to get this down to single ply. And so there we go. And then just to make it easier, isn't that so pretty? I want to try to get that hummingbird in there. I think I'm going to take a piece. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut. Hey, Maggie. Are you saying hello? Yeah? Say hello, Matt. Yes. What do you want? You've got treats. She wants some loving. We're going to do this like that. So you're going to need a paintbrush or some way to, oh, we don't need that yet. Sorry, glue. I have found with napkins, it's so much easier if you use a glue stick. You don't get anywhere near the wrinkles that you get if you use another medium. So I am just putting this down like that. So we're going to cover the entire tag. And then I'm going to cut his head off. I'm going to cut his little beak right off, aren't I? And I don't know, can I pull this off? I really don't want to lose his head. No, I don't. So let's see. Ooh, can I do it? All right, let's get more glue down just in case. Charlotte, I've got it sticking all over me. Just in case. Now I pulled a lot of it off. I want the entire bird. So we're going to move him over. Am I going to get... Okay, we've got to come. I'm probably going to lose some of them anyway. But you're going to know it's a bird. And then I have found, using the glue stick, I don't get anywhere near the wrinkles. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to fold this napkin over. And you can pretty well see on this wood if you've gotten it all covered with the glue. So Maggie, you are just doing your thing. Okay, then what we're gonna do is, if you want, you can take a scissor and get some of this off. I'm not gonna worry about getting close to this because this is where my sanding block from the dollar store is gonna come in handy. So what we're gonna do is take that sanding block. I think we'll start this way. And we're just going to, sorry for the noise, but it works. It works really well. And we're gonna get this off, just like that. It doesn't tear. Look at how clean that is. Yep, we're gonna do the same thing on the bottom and on the top. And then we're gonna just pull this away. And it's gonna stick to you because it's got glue on it. I can't get it off, see? It's like you can't get it off. Oh, how is everybody? Doing really, really, really good, I hope. Okay, it was down in the 30s here last night. We've got the plants covered. Beautiful sunny day today. I think it was getting up into the 60s today. I haven't been outside at all. Okay, let me get this off of me. And let's look at this and see what we think. But see, it's pretty smooth. This is the back. That's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, that's really pretty. So now what we want to do, guys, is get your paintbrush because we're going to collage page this. And I will show you what I mean in just a second by collage page. We're not going to worry about where the hole is. Crocodile, that's what it is. We are going to let this dry. Then we're going to take the crocodile and we're going to punch our hole. So it feels really good to go get supplies that we haven't used. And I noticed in the comments there's several of you that have stamps and haven't pulled them out in a really long time. You know, they're just taking up space and they're not doing anything. So that's why it's so cool to pull them out and use them. So this has to dry, so I'm going to put this off to the side. And we're going to do another while that dries. We have to do the other side, so let's grab another. And what would you like to do? Anything in particular that you would like to see? Maybe let's see, what do I have? Should we do another one of these? Or should we pull out, just because you saw a napkin? Y'all know how I love yellow. Maybe we should do that. And then we'll see what happens on the back. That'd be a gorgeous tag, so let's do that. Okay. And I no longer have the cylinder that this came in, so I can't tell you. It's Tim Holtz, but I have no idea what it's called. So I apologize about that. Let's just lay that on there. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold this over just because I think it's easier. We're going to do the exact same thing that we would have done with the napkin. I'm just going to fold it over, and then we get what we get is really how I work that. We get what we get, and I think that's pretty. So you can tear it, you can collage sections of it if you want, but this works for me. And then when you have your stamps out, also you can stamp this. This is going to have a dark background because these are natural wood, but you can paint them any color that you want. So that's kind of cool. So we'll sand this, and then let's do a tissue paper. And then we'll do another video where we decorate them. So I like to put a couple coats of the Collage Page. And when I say Collage Page, this is what I am talking about. Looks like this. And I use the mat. So that is it. Sorry about the noise. You can fast forward through this if you like. I think there's a piece at the bottom that I didn't get. I didn't get that. So did you see what a smooth edge you get with your sanding block? And these little pieces you can keep of the collage paper. And if you ever have to piece things together, it's easy. So that's pretty. Even the back is pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so we are going to put a coat on the back of this, and then we will do a coat on that, and then we'll make the one with the tissue from Amazon. So you can see, very, very simple to do. There's no reason this wouldn't work on paper, on a file folder, on a chipboard piece. I hope everybody's doing well and staying warm, and you're not in the path of some of those storms. Boy, they look cold. Really cold, guys. Okay, we'll do this one. And then when I distress the edges, I do it after this is dried. Because the distress inks are water based, and so if I were to distress these and then come in and put the Collage Page on, it would all run, and it would run into the actual pattern. It wouldn't stay on the edges. So if you want to distress, you do it after you apply your coats. Same with the wax. All right, so we'll let this dry. It dries really fast, as you can see. Okay, So now let's pull out another, and let's do the tissue. I think I had a fairly good size. I have this piece here. So really won't matter what side we do, but I love the glue stick for this. So you can see it was like when we were stamping the other day. It's mindless and it's just fun. It's easy. You don't have to think about anything. You're just doing your thing, and then knowing that, I mean, you can decorate or not decorate. But I'm finding some treasures as I go and I hunt for things. I found a lot of wax that I had in with something else, and so I'm sitting there thinking, need to use the wax. We have it. Let's use it. Now see, this is a good piece. I think I will keep this and keep this right here, because this we can use for other things. So we're not throwing that out. And that's the problem, because when we've got a lot of this tissue, and as I showed you, you get a lot for the money. I can't imagine using all that tissue. Okay. Sticking to me. And if you don't have a sanding block, but you have an emery board works really, really well too. I picked this up a long time ago at the dollar store. And you can see it's been well used. Doesn't take much, maybe half a dozen swipes on each side, and it just falls off. So easy, easy. Okay. Really pretty. All right, and then once again, let's see, I think this is dry enough. So let's put a coat on this. So it's just repetitious, just mindless, relaxing, just fun. And then, like I said, if you've got stamps, pull your stamps out and stamp on here. You can stamp on this before you do the collage page if you use like stays on or permanent stamp, because it's not going to go anywhere. That's probably what I would recommend. I don't have any of my stamps right here by me, or I would say let's do it. We could stamp, but I've got so many other things to add to these that I'm not worried about that, but it would be a good idea. If you've got them, let's use them. So it's just fun. It's actually relaxing, believe it or not. It is relaxing. So I'm hoping that the first one is going to be dry enough where we can add some wax and don't have to wait until the next video. So that was this one. And I know it's really kind of tacky. So we might as well, this side I might be able to. I've only added one one layer of the Collage Page, and that's okay. So let's go ahead, and this is what I did. I just took, you can see where the hole is. So I just punched it out. Then I had an extra handle here from a paintbrush and just put it through to make sure that it was the way I wanted it. See, isn't that pretty? And it doesn't matter to me which side because they're both beautiful. But I think what I'm going to do then is take the, let's distress this one. This is dry, but kind of not tacky, but I would say it could use a little bit more time. It's a little bit, we're going to go ahead anyway, because I don't think it'll mess it up. Let's put some wax on this. We'll come back and worry about the other side later. But isn't it pretty? And it doesn't need any decoration because it's lovely just the way that it is. So I think I'm going to put this gold on it, and let's see how it does. The gold. Because it's black, I just thought maybe the gold would be really pretty. And then I buff it. I like to buff it off because you're going to get the gold color on here, and it's going to be heavy at first, and then when you buff it, it just has this sheen to it that is so beautiful. And I'm waiting for my papers to come in from scrapbook.com so we can continue with the folio. And it looks like it's either going to be this weekend that we can work on it or next week because they're not here, guys. I've got a couple sheets, so I probably could begin, but all right, I'm going to be kind of gentle because, and then you'll be able to see the difference between a waxed side and a non-waxed. And then I would not put Collage Page over this because you'll lose your sheen. There's no point in doing that. All right, so let's check it out. Let's see. Get this out of here. Can you see the sheen? Hopefully you can see the sheen versus no sheen. See that? See that? Isn't that pretty? Okay, let's just go ahead and do it on this side because I think that's good enough. So let's go ahead. We have a little bit more wrinkles in here, and the cool thing about that is it almost looks crackled. Can you see that? So we'll see when we buff it off how that looks. That's cool. Let's check it out and see. Okay, I'll buff it. And see what we get. I've often wondered what crackle paste. I'm going to have to try that if we create a tag like this and put crackle paste over it, how it would look. Okay. What do y'all think about that? It's really pretty. That is just really, really pretty. So let's put let's find a ribbon, some type of, oh, what do we want to go with? What do I have in black? See some in here. Ooh, let's do this. Look at the texture on that. Let's do this. This black one. And I'm just going to tie a knot. Just like that. Okay, what do y'all think? Isn't that pretty? Isn't that just a pretty, pretty tag? Okay, so we did this one. And we need to come back and, well, I'll just show them and then I'll come back and I'll redo. I'll put another coat on. This one got it too. So we did these three. We could, I can go ahead and let's put our holes in. And, oh, let's just go ahead and make sure we're good. And then this one, make sure we're good. There we go. So these are the three that we did today. And these are the three that I did. So we'll come back. I think I'll probably keep making some and then we'll come back in another video and we'll decorate. So I hope you all like this idea. Pull your papers out, pull your napkins out if you have napkins. If you have collage paper, pull your papers out and let's get using up the stuff. So thanks so much guys for watching. Hope you liked it. Catch you in the next one. Bye.